technically, let's see, I can get the game running again because I closed it. Open. Now it's shut down all this junk. Don't need that. That stays. Okay, that'd be different. Slowly getting somewhere, and then maybe that goes down and I go down. I don't know. I don't know. We're just figuring this out. And I didn't upload. There's another video I didn't upload the other day. Good luck. You're gonna need it. That's 40 below. I thought I. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. There we go. No? I thought I got that last piece. Yeah, I have 23. I guess I just didn't think I got that one. Because I did some of this on my own free time, but it was more or less just me getting some extra coins. And I thought I went through to get that last piece. Because I beat it. I guess I didn't look where that last piece was. I forgot. We're just going to start with Pinball Zone. And, I bet if anything, my stream will cut off halfway through this level again. We'll see. Wow. Just a heart. Yee. Okay. Wait, money. Where'd the money go? Shit. Shit, I forgot the money. Money's mine. I'm starting later than 3 because we went out. They wanted me to take my brother out to town just to feed food. And went to a place we usually like to eat, and there's a certain meal I like to get every time, but I was like trying to stay under 25 bucks. And I could have definitely afforded. I guess I got the money already. I was trying to afford the things that I... Fuck you. Will you die already? Just impatient. Yeah, trying to afford certain things. It's like, okay, I'll get this nachos with hamburger. And I don't know if anyone's actually listening, but if you have comments and you're watching this, post all this. Do you like your ground beef with shit in it? Like onion and... I can understand like making like some sort... It was like a sloppy Joe nacho. It had potato... Like for anybody who's into that stuff, it was probably really good, but I'm just not. So I'm not judging if you're into that. It's just I ask that you don't judge me for not being into it. But if you want a taco, like, do you want shit in your taco? Oh, fucked it up! I think I fucked that up too. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yeah. The more times you hit a wall, I think it triggers. Last time I did this, I did it so well. I was like, do it. Do it! Do it, motherfucker! Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. Who dis?
I just wanted to talk about onions and junk.
I'm not into beef and onions. I mean, I understand it's for everybody. Like, everybody likes it. I'm just not me.
Well, you know they put seasoning in the beef even if you don't get like onions. Right?
Yeah, no, and that one I don't think I had a problem with. Who's in the chat? Somebody said, hey there.
Ardhamon. Ardhamon.
Oh, I know Ardhamon. Yeah, okay. He's all over the place. He's a guy who follows me around the internet. Like between Twitter and FA.
Well, thank you for being in the chat, Ardhamon.
At least that's a same person. There was another person who had Oxy someone, and I confused him for a different dude the other day. I'm like, I didn't expect, you know, some when people go into ideology spits and things like that. I'm like, I'm surprised that somebody has those views whenever they pop up. But yeah, it's just, you know, I'm just not into... I'm okay with spices. Let me just put that out there. If it was just the spices, but it was filled with jalapenos, onions, and potatoes, and I just was not... I just wanted plain ground beef on my nachos to add a little protein.
Cheese?
Yeah, that was cheese. It was fine. Like I'm telling you, it was just me. I didn't have.
That's fine. It just seemed like you're drawing a strange line.
Strange line as in.
It's like spice, yes. Cheese, yes.
Cheese, yes.
But
yeah.
No onions.
No.
Jalapenos.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like I ask that you not judge me because I will not judge you.
I'm not judging. I mean, you know,
I just had to say no because I wanted just plain ground beef. Shit, come on.
What I'm questioning is where's the line? Like, when does it stop being nachos and when does it stop being an open-faced loose meat sandwich?
Well, it's nachos if it's immediately tortilla chips and cheese. That's all it has to be. I'm telling you, like, that's really the basics of nachos, is that it doesn't need anything else but cheese and chips. Now, most people add a bunch of other stuff in there because they just don't want cheese and chips alone, and I'm like, I agree with you on that if you're okay with it, but I'm more or less just satisfied with cheese and chips.
What's that, do you know what's this vegan cheese I keep hearing about?
Ew, it depends.
It's like gelatin, right? It's like
sometimes.
Some sort of plant-based gelatin, like horse bones.
Well, no, it shouldn't be gelatin. If it's supposed to be vegan, I mean, there obviously is, but if it's supposed to be vegan... Fuck.
There are plant-based gelatins, you know, and they're not all made out of bone milk.
Yeah. Tapioca is the other one?
Yeah, there you go. I'd be surprised if some sort of tapioca thing.
Yeah, tapioca and cashew cheese, which I can't do. I haven't tried the tapioca-based cheese yet, but I'm thinking, like...
What?
I don't know. I'm like, unless you can actually show me that there is a culture that has been making, excuse me, plant-based cheese before modern science.
That's why I asked.
Yeah. But I mean, before modern science and before modern food science and things like that.
I just want to say, as much as I feel like the necessity for non-animal-based cheese is not really there, I do think that I hate the whole thing where, like, well, it shouldn't be called cheese, it should be called melt toppings. Like, it's called cheese.
What if I want to call it melt toppings?
Well, I mean,
what if I didn't know that the melt toppings was an option? Because I feel like that's more appropriate. If it's cheese, it should be dairy-based or, yeah, some sort of animal byproduct. That's immediately different.
I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I don't want people to start calling cheese dairy-based melt topping or something.
That's fine. But I guess at that point, it wouldn't be called cheese, it'd be dairy-based topping.
Yeah.
Melt topping. Like I'm trying to think of what else you would do. Like, what if you milked an insect?
Ooh,
yeah, like insect milk or something like that. Cat milk. Cat milk cheese.
Beetle milk.
Yeah. I think, like, there are certain insects where that is a thing. Like, they actually produce some sort of lactating substance, but whether or not you want to...
What's the nectar that comes out of aphids called?
I don't
Is that
know, but it's sugary
nectar?
based. I think it's.
Right.
You could probably just call it nectar and get away with it.
It's probably like, probably can't curdle that. It would
Yeah.
probably curdle other things.
It curdles if you have the right digestive enzymes, sort of thing, and we don't
Right.
have the right digestive enzymes. We'd have to not only abstract a bunch of aphids, but we'd have to abstract it from, like, the digestive fluid from a bunch of ants. Therefore, it becomes, like, more animal byproducts than we initially had by just having cows and goats.
It'd be funny if, like, okay, so we get on this track, and we're gonna, like, move towards more insect proteins, but then, like, okay, then, room temperature superconductors, you know, singularity, economic booms, you know, other good things just happen, and then all of a sudden you know, insect farming becomes, like, a luxury, and then we have, like, insect farming has gotten to the point where and we'll have like aphids the size of billy goats and stuff.
Ooh.
And they'll be like milking them by hand and junk.
I more or less think that it will probably already become sooner than that because of American capitalism and shit. Like that's, I mean, well, this is what a lot of like anti-capitalists go on about to begin with, is that, you know, I mean, marijuana was like capitalized before it became legal. So there's a lot of people have like specialized the strains and things like that, and then now that it's legal, it's like, well, great, now we can actually commercialize it and profit the way we should. But I think they're probably making more money off of it without the government taxation prior to it. So maybe some of the farmers like really hate that it's legal now. But it's overall better for everybody. But that's sort of the same logic, is that like once you start making it a tax, or once you actually start, I think.
There's a big deal in Ohio when they were working on the laws last time that like they were gonna make it legal, but you know you'd have to like, you know, there's like so there were 3 companies allowed to farm it.
Ooh,
like,
yeah, that's
Yeah,
the most
like-
anti. Well, I mean that's good for certain concepts, but that also means that you're gonna.
but
It's anti-capitalist for one, so it's like you want to have healthy growth and healthy competition. So that means you're not stuck with a monopoly, which is the problem with like telecommunication companies, is that you got AT&T and
everything,
yeah, you just have these singular corporations controlling everything. But I can
radio controlling radio and
yeah. Like I said, there's reasons for it in terms of like, well, you want to have your government funded one, and you want to have the one that is going to make sure to always be approved by, you know, checks and balances. But then, if you want a good capitalist system, you have as many options as possible. And
yeah, it's ridiculous. But
yeah.
I guess
And then a lot of people, anti-capitalists, you know, the people, it's like capitalism rules everything. Well, how about you just say it as unchecked capitalism? Because we do have a problem of unchecked capitalism and monopolies and lobby systems that encourage these systems to be messed up that way. But like, you know, this is me not being a ecological expert, but I just always run into YouTube always recommends me to watch these anti-capitalist people, and I always feel like, well, also you guys are making YouTube videos and are in another country, so you're kind of taking advantage of your Western privilege to an extent.
yeah.
And exploiting the local natives to a certain degree. But that's just me rambling. Like,
That looks like a little Donkey Kong.
yeah. Wolf. Sucks. We need to take this. I gotta get my. Nope. You piece of poop. I gotta go. I mean, I guess I could open it as it is. Just open this now, get this. I just have to make sure to avoid not getting hit by that guy again. Whee.
Was he throwing apples?
Yeah, he throws apples, which makes Wario fat for some reason.
That makes sense. Maybe they're Wampa fruit. Deepest lore.
Wampa fruit.
Yeah, from Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's, he was like, well, what's a Wampa fruit? And it was like, it looks like an apple. And he's like, well, it's not an apple. Well, how's it different?
It's a Wampa fruit.
I guess like if something besides a hyperactive bandicoot eats it, you get fat.
Fuck you. There we go.
Ah, he's mad.
Wario gets mad! Mad Wario! I need to take one of these apple slinging guys and throw them down there for me. Oops.
I still think that like they should go back to this formula, but you do it like they did Mario Odyssey. Because that big, I mean, Mario Odyssey really did borrow some Wario ideas.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, Mario Odyssey borrowed Sonic ideas.
Well, yeah.
Besides that, but it
So-
also says a lot about like the synergy and that has been taking hold of all these. I mean, Mario Odyssey is really good. Just put it out there. Lose weight, move.
Whatever, Switch, I'll buy one, but was it? Yeah, but like I want to see like Wario with like weird physics simulations and junk. Like Wario turns into, like he gets hit with a glass hammer and shatters into 100 shards that are just mini Warios, and
Oh. Huh.
you're controlling 100 little mini Warios, and
Yeah.
or like let's see.
I think that's
Oh,
a neat idea.
what-
I mean, they just need to make another Wario game in general. But the reason that makes these games so fun is that they're so weird. Like,
Yeah,
this game is one of the better ones because it is so grotesque in some regards. Not
Well,
saying
that
that.
and the motion, the sense of motion imparted to it, because of like the whole I forget which one was in development first, Metroid Fusion or this.
Apparently this, because during Vinny's stream they talked, he asked that same question, and this
Right.
came first, so Metroid Fusion borrowed the tech from
And
this.
it's like, well, yeah, and like this, I feel like this is, and that's what that's the joy of it, of course, because like while Metroid Fusion was a lot of fun to tell an interesting story, this is just story. What's that?
Well, it's a game mechanic, so like this was the game
War-
mechanics.
Yeah, Wario is running around and doing stuff. That's you don't. That's all.
And they just
there
played
for
around
fun.
with they played around with the tech and they played around with the graphics, and it's like what
Good
is
times.
the I mean, I'm in this level, which is essentially a
A
makeshift pinball level.
Disco.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, pinball is I mean, they've done pinball themed levels before too, so it's not like this is the first time they've done it.
What if they made like a Wario Samus crossover game?
That'd be very interesting. I don't know what the frick you do with that. I mean, wasn't it like Superman with Lobo comics?
Yeah, sounds alright.
Sounds about
Yeah.
that'd be about the same equivalent.
Yeah.
Be the crossover
But
of the
yeah,
century, and might sell well because Japan doesn't like either of them. I don't know how well they like Wario, but like
Japan don't like Wario?
I don't know. I've never
I
heard
would
them.
be shocked.
They don't. Here's the thing: they don't care about Waluigi the way that we care about Waluigi. That's for sure. And they
Well, they just kind of see him as like
He's
they
just
take
a-
him for granted.
yeah.
Because like, well, of course you're gonna have a Waluigi. Why wouldn't you? It's like, well, we did for a long time, don't you? I don't know if you noticed, but it was several years, over a decade, I believe.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm not having a good time. Not having a good time. Stop
I
your
remember
monkey
when I was-
shit.
When 6 golden coins came out, and my little kid brain was like, "Oh, Mario has a nemesis." It was like Superman and Bizarro Superman and Spider-Man and Venom. It was like Mario and Wario.
Oh,
Just
I see. Yeah.
this shit. I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
Well, I mean, yeah, those early advertisements with Wario were pretty crazy. Like, he was this, like, oh, you wanted to like him because he was just a Joker-ish, and it was kind of
And
neat
then
that
he's
way.
kind of like, at the end of 6 golden coins, he's like kind of like a crybaby.
Yeah, at the end of that. Because he's just a
Little
sore loser.
weird.
He's like all of us on the inside. A sore loser.
Yeah. Let's see. What was it? But no, yeah, I want to see. I want to see Wario get.
Pregnant? Yeah.
No, I mean that'd be fine, but I want to see Black Hole Wario, where he becomes like gravitational in singularity, so like, he draws everything in the level towards him or something like that. I want to see.
Oh, just different power-ups, yeah.
Yeah.
So like all the
That's,
weird power-ups they give Mario, that Wario should have the same ability at some
Well, I mean,
point.
they should give him all the stuff that you can't give Mario. That's
Oh,
not.
okay.
I mean, as the further we go on, the shorter that this is gonna be, because they're just gonna run out of shit to give Mario. So they're just gonna give him all the Wario stuff that they should give Wario.
Wario's abilities, he can inflate, so he actually has like bee allergies that inflate him to an incredible degree.
My biggest point of reference is like Wario Land 3, because that's the one where he like everything happens to him. He's like he gets zombified and he can fall through sewer grates because he's liquid. He catches on fire and catches stuff. I mean, that's not that crazy, but you know. Just I like the idea of. Did you ever play Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy?
No, I don't think
It was
I
on
did.
every system at the time. Like it came on Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation 2.
Sphinx. Well,
Yeah.
see, I didn't have it at the time, if that's any
Right.
sort of indication. Where it's
I was
like,
playing it on the GameCube for a long time, but I never beat it. But it's kind of like a.
I didn't grow up with
it's-
any of those systems because I had the DS and it had all the.
well,
So
it's
like
not you know,
GameCube.
things happen. People play games sometimes. Things
Yeah,
happen.
but
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not as good as a Wario game, but they like particularly the Cursed Mummy section was straight up just a 3D Wario game. It was a better. I'll say the Cursed Mummy segments are a better 3D Wario game than Wario World was.
yeah, that's the disappointment part about Wario World. It's like, why is it weird? And Vinny played that one too. Like he played that one before he played this one. Says a lot about. It's gonna suck.
Because I was recommending games to the poor guy.
Say what?
It says a lot about the people recommending games to the poor guy. You should play Wario World. It's good.
Wario's Woods. Yeah, Wario's Wood.
Wario World. Wario Woods. I've clocked in days on that game.
Yeah.
But yes, Cursed Mummy. There's like you'll be walking around the tomb and there'll be a what do you call it? Kind of prison bars. So you have to find essentially a thwomp, just a big stone that's like a death trap. But he's already dead, so you just get smashed by the stone, and then you're paper thin, and you can walk between the prison bars.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
You walk up to a torch, his wrappings catch on fire, and you light the other torches with it. It's a straight up Wario game.
That's pretty cool.
It's good. And then you beat a level mummy level, and they make you go play as the Sphinx. It's just like a generic action hero, and it's like, this is fun, I guess. He runs kind of fast, like not Sonic fast, maybe a little faster than Mario. He was really that's what killed the game for me. That I was boring as shit.
Okay, so now I'm in rush mode.
Okay. Do you think the numbers are all blocky like that because of technical limitation? Or do you think it's an aesthetic choice?
Maybe
I mean,
both.
the clock numbers. Because I mean, you look at the pixels on the heart and the score number, and they're very tiny, but the pixels on the clock.
I think it might be both. Like they picked a font that they had, but then the technology made it so it was pixelated.
Right. I imagine the GBA probably had a beefy scaling function built into it, kind of like Mode 7.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. They just scaled up the font. I'm sorry, typeface.
Typeface.
That's the difference. The difference between a font and a typeface is size. So if you scaled it up, I mean, if you can't scale up a font, that makes it a different font. But if you scale up a typeface,
I think I understand. I just it was never. It's one of those details that gets lost in your lessons of learning.
it's because people are used to using font files on their computer, so everything's a font when really it's a typeface.
Get the fuck out of here. now I forgot what this one. Okay, I have. I think I was close to this last time.
It looks like Artemon left the chat, but we got Avocado Babadoo,
I don't know that.
Mandarood, which I think is a bot, and then Lurks, probably a bot. Unless Lurks just like Lurk, which kudos to you, Lurk. Lurking is how you get good.
Yep. I think I have to do this. Come on, get down. Ugh. No. I'm
Henry Winkler is going to take Nintendo to court.
Why?
Because Wario stole the Fonzie method.
I eat it.
It's like, if you need mixed in where he just hit it.
Oh. Oh fuck you guys.
That should be a thing. Like, Mario is the Fonz, and Mario was Richie, is that his name? I don't know that guy's name.
Yeah, maybe.
What's his name? The guy that directed Forrest Gump?
Oh, Ronnie Howard.
Ron Howard, yeah. Wasn't his character's name Richie?
See, I don't know. I would not know that. Come on, get down.
A lot of Happy Days, I'll tell you what.
I did not.
Oof. I remember Ralph Mouth, though.
Ralph Mouth.
And Potsy.
Woof, this is a lot
Those
of...
guys need to sit on it. Which sounded very lurid at the time. Got it.
This is... I got it, but it's also... I'm still getting hit by everything on the sun. Stop.
Okay. Oh.
And then over here. Wow! Shit, come on. Here we go. Lots of roll time. Oof. Okay. I still feel like I might be missing... Egg salad! I might be missing another piece, which sucks. Yeah, I'm missing 2 pieces, Jesus, because they're both in hidden areas. Okay. I mean, there's plenty of other levels I can work with, but I'll go back to these. So you need to collect all 4 of the pieces before you can open up the door over here.
Yeah, I mean, I played it in college, I just don't remember all of it.
Yeah. Ooh, pardon me. Mystic Lake. This one's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm doing all the levels first, so... And then getting all the... I have 1 boss beat. Whee.
Man, trees.
Yeah.
Going to trees from a monkey disco kind of messed it down.
Yeah, tonal whiplash.
Is that an underwater taco monster?
Yeah, might as well call it an underwater taco monster. I invited people from the Discord to come in. I'm not sure why they're not here.
It's because it's Friday and they're doing whatever.
It's not Friday, it's Thursday.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, there you go. That's why, because it's Friday. It's Thursday and they're not off yet.
No, they're all home from work. It's like 4. This is later than I had been doing it the other days. So
Yeah,
that's
but
why
you know,
like,
just because you get home from work doesn't mean you gotta sit down and stop.
come on. Piece of crap. Definitely not doing this as a speed run. Come on. Ugh. Okay, so I had like a screen tear, so there's a little bit of... I'm gonna F5 here, just for the sake
idea.
of... I just feel like the computer might cut out on me because of visual overclocking. This music's more mysterious than I remembered it being.
You don't get that Jew? There it is.
Yeah, right. This is where I need to go. It's like, there's places I need to be. Secrets. And I know that on my GBA I had all the secrets remembered. Like, when you're playing normal mode, it's easy to remember all the secrets. But when you're hard mode, you know, you're starting to... Like, I haven't played this game in so long. Sort of forgot all the secrets. Which is why, like, in those 2 levels, like, I'm missing pieces. And that's why I'm also fucking at this. Sometimes, like, secrets you remember, too, are secrets like that, where it's like, oh, I've remembered a secret for a bonus area. The bonus areas don't have any level progression items.
Oh.
Let's see. I wonder... Like this? Nope. Fuck that up.
I don't think he likes water.
Oh, I fucked that up again. Don't think... Well... No, as Wario I can't throw it. I might skip this one, but we'll see. No! Yeah, this one's a pain in the ass. Let's see. That? Okay. No, I think I gotta get this a little closer. I think maybe here. Damn it. No, I was a little too far ahead.
You see that Freddy Freaker tweet from late last night?
I didn't. What is he tweeting about?
It just it was like it just something saying, you know, more to come soon. It was like, way to strike while the iron hot.
Well, better late. I mean, this day and age, it's really hard to like capture people's interest the way that is. So, like, for some people, like, Freddy Freaker was a flash in the pan, but for other people, they've been waiting for this moment. So.
Yeah, me. I was waiting. It's like, come on, man. That was like 6 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I told you I got in trouble at work for that, right? Yeah, I did.
I forgot how, and I don't think the stream knows. What happened?
I was drawing. Well, I was making like. I made a rubber stamp with a funny little picture of him.
Yeah.
Like I basically drew the screen from the commercial, like the phone number on it and everything, and I was putting them. I was using it to make little post-it notes because like it's not really graffiti or vandalism. It's just a post-it note, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's the most what's the word?
Safe.
Not even safe, but like non-offensive form of graffiti you could ever do. It's like just little post-it notes. And someone took one and drew a dick on it, and they're like, "Did you draw a dick on that?" I was like, "No, I did the whole other part." It's like, well, don't do it, because if they could draw a dick on, that's your fault. It's like, not really.
What? That's lame.
Yeah, you know. I mean, and the thing is, I just put it on a cubicle wall.
Yeah.
And then, like,
can I also be really upset that every time I'm sorry to distract your story, but every time I've hit those fish, for some reason I'm hitting them at the wrong spot, and it keeps hurting me, and it's annoying as fuck. I'm not doing that on purpose, and I just don't know if it's because of the way that I did it. But otherwise, I'm pissed off.
You know, they probably have a very peculiar. I mean,
a very
number one,
particular.
they're smaller than Wario, which that kind of makes it a thing.
Yeah.
Because if they're smaller, then it's harder for you to hit that little area.
Uh-huh. Well, it just says a lot about how finicky the controls are. Anyway, the rest of your story.
So like, yeah, I put a cubicle on. It's like if you don't like it, you can just pull it down. There you go, done. So on all the cubicles, there are things posted by management, you know, motivational things and things just telling people the rules of the business or whatever. I don't know who it is. Someone has been drawing like Celtic knots on the rule books and junk. Like, well, that's defacing company property right there. But apparently nobody minds that.
Because they're pretty.
Well, and that's the thing. Look at a Celtic knot. What's right in the middle? That's right, a swastika. Okay.
Sometimes. Depends on.
It's inherent. Well, one's this. It's probably. I think it's a chick. I don't know. But this one. These ones are being drawn.
With
There's a swastika right in the middle.
Yeah.
And you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I could get an expo marker right here, make an easily erasable message just right next to it. Look, hidden swastika, and everybody's fun would be over. But no, because I don't like to fuck things up for people. It's bullshit.
Yeah. I am curious if there's. I'm just gonna maybe go up here. Yeah. I was smart. I knew I had to go up here for something. Ha ha ha.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a secret. There's a reason there's a whole bunch of these. It's more or less you have to figure out your timing, right? Ow, fucker.
It's pretty funny when I think of those.
See, look at that. I hit it at the right spot, and it just passes right through him, and then I get fucking hit.
I think you could go closer to the tail. I don't know.
No, see, that just shot him ahead. Yeah, so I did it too close. Like, the hitbox on these things are so particular, and it pisses me off every time.
It looks like it's right in the middle, I guess.
Okay, at least I get my heart back. Fuck. Yeah, and I get another heart. Up and at him, and Abby was thinking about streaming. Not entirely sure what she wanted to do.
Probably some game that would bore me to tears.
Well, there's Snake Pass.
What's that?
It's a cute game. It's actually really hard to play on the Switch, so I'm not entirely sure why she was wanting to do that.
Pass.
I have it. It's just kind of a difficult. Cool.
I don't even know. No, she's been okay about that, I guess. Like, I just know, like, watching people play Breath of the Wild kind of bores me.
Okay.
What's the other one? Overwatch. She hasn't played a lot of that lately, at least.
Yeah. Well, nah, she got bored of that too, so.
I'm surprised she's not playing Fortnite.
I don't know. Oh, God. Excuse me. That's a nachos.
Stay in touch.
Oh, now I get to go down there. I was ahead of myself. I'm gonna die.
Caution, just a little. Don't be tons.
Oh, shit. Oh, the screen is just like choppy.
Well, if it makes any difference, it's not really showing up on the screen.
Come on, get up there. No, please get up there. I thought I could get up there prior to this. Stupid.
Didn't you have to get like a DisplayPort cord for your monitor?
What do you mean?
Like, well, you didn't use HDMI, you used like a weird connector doodad.
Well, yeah, yeah.
You see,
Don't. I can't think about this now.
okay, I'm just brainstorming because like.
Yeah. I mean, we can brainstorm about it when we get there.
I could have swore I remember reading it like DisplayPort deliver more.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. Fuck.
So maybe.
Okay.
Oh, you were doing good.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Ugh. Let's try again. Usually do better the second time. I can't think about my real life when I'm playing video games. Usually. Won't play video games.
It's a computer monitor. That's not real.
I have to. I just started getting anxiety about my life's failure, so I just didn't want to have to. Rather just fail at the video game while I was at it. It's like, oh, never be able to complete anything. I can't even. I'm very tempted just to give up on this level because I hate that I can't hit these fish. Fuck you.
Do you have to?
No, but it makes me feel good when I do. Because then they get out of my
But
fucking
it makes you
way.
feel bad when you don't.
Guess it's like means like a low risk, high reward, or no, high risk, low reward sort of situation.
Yeah, so that one sounds like a bad.
Okay.
Tacos.
Taco clam tacos.
Mmm.
There we go. I'll get this. So the second time around will be better. And I'll do better the second time now that I know how to do it. Oh.
How about instead of taco, we just sit and talk?
That's what we're doing, right? I mean, we can eat while we're talking. Oh. Still fucked that up. Back at this mess again. Wow! Let's see. Yeah. Alright. Excelente! That's what he's saying. He's saying excelente, but it sounds like excellent. Or like you can't tell what he says in this game at all.
So long, Kinga Bowser.
So long, Kinga Bowser. Yeah, it's like I think Gabe Bowser's funnier.
So long, Bowser. Well, nice.
It's funnier. So long, Gabe Bowser. It's like
they go ahead.
No, what were they gonna do?
They riffed on that on like an episode of OKKO.
Oh, so long,
Like,
Gabe Bowser.
King KO's mom was fighting a giant lizard. She was spinning around by a tail and goes, "So long, Senior Lizard."
Senior Lizard.
Or Lizard Senior.
Senior Lizard.
But she said like all kind of like weirdly, and they put like an echo on it.
Yeah. That's pretty cute.
It's a good show.
It's a great show.
People are like, it's ugly. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's. Then there's Meow Meow or Mau Mau, which is another great show. It's like it doesn't look like any of the CalArts style. I like it. It looks good. I appreciate that it looks better than what we've had in a long time. It makes me like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of Steven Universe and the noodle. I mean, however, Cartoon Network just keeps promoting a lot of other sort of like very indie and very weird looking shows that aren't the greatest, but they're not amazing either. They're just kind of like a lot of the same style of, hey, we're a bunch of doodles and we're going around our wilderness and we're learning about nature and we just got a lot of like, spunky attitude about ourselves. We can't give up on life.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, it's fine.
I mean, granted, I'm an adult, but like these are definitely shows made for toddlers.
Well, I don't mind. I mean, I feel like they make whatever show you like, just show like more than 3 shows a day. Like,
Yeah.
Teen Titans.
Look
They
at
show,
this
like,
shit.
an episode of Steven Universe in the
You
morning.
guys like
yeah, they're really good.
rotate?
Well, then, you know, maybe just ignore them
I'm
for a minute.
yeah. I'm just trying to get through. Fuck.
Well, ignore the little fish.
No, I wanted to kill them. So I can get
Yeah,
their
but
heart.
they're-
I need the money! And the heart pieces. That's
But if
why.
you die, then those
I
all
gotta
come off.
start. No, I mean, I eventually gotta do it.
You do?
Yeah.
Alright, so what, are you killing everything in the level?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm trying to anyway.
Don't some of these enemies respawn?
That one, those guys do, but the fish don't respond. And if I kill them,
Right.
then it makes it easier for me to go, because I have to run all the way back through this again. So everything that you've seen me go through, I have to do it again.
All I'm saying is, you know, just maybe you gotta, you know, mitigate your losses sometimes. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, you know, but yeah, just, you know, it'd be great if they. It doesn't fuck my. I don't care. Let's fuck them.
Yeah, and we eventually
have.
have.
Fuck you like, I don't care.
We actually have to bootleg it all anyway if we want to see it, because there's no
Yeah.
point in. None of
Well,
the
you
apps
get
that we
the
have
app.
work. Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you use the app, you have to put like your cable provider's password in it. Fuck you.
It's like, why do I still
I'm
need
ready
a
to pay you
cable?
like $5.
Just so I don't
I'll
have
pay
to.
Yeah. So you don't want you want the cable company to get $4 out of that $5? Is that what you want?
And then it'll just go back to like some sort of makeshift cable provider anyway, which is kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to get to this point where it's like, well, I don't want to have to buy a separate subscription for Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and all this other stuff at the same time. Like, you're spending like maybe $50. The amount you'd spend in.
Plus are gonna be the same thing now.
I would hope so.
I mean, it's pretty much a lock.
I mean, it should be, but I'd be surprised if Disney decides to like keep it different. Like, if Disney Plus is for toddlers and Hulu is for adults, because Hulu has a lot of licenses that Disney will never own. So.
Well, no, I mean, what they're saying. They said on all the blogs recently is like, no, Disney runs it now, so it's theirs.
Yeah,
I mean, if they
officially
got
right now. But
licenses-
that's what I was saying with my family. I get the feeling like Disney was never making their own streaming service from the start. They were just gonna like take Hulu. They were looking for a reason to buy Hulu and turn it into Disney Plus. So that was a lot of it. Like, we're just gonna buy Hulu. So now officially they bought Hulu, and
it's really fucking confusing.
I
too,
don't think
'cause,
they
like,
ever actually had the soft. I just don't think Disney has. Well, I did say I don't think, but it's more like I don't believe Disney was actually putting money into software development.
Right. It confuses the hell out of me too, because like I thought Hulu was like. I mean, I know they got like a lot of NBC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, then that's a separate thing. No, apparently buying Fox gets you that. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know. It's stupid. But it's fine if they want. You know, they want to splinter all the services out into their own little things, and you know, it used to be that you got Netflix, and then I don't have to pirate shit anymore. This is great. And they
Now you
kinda
gotta
make it
pirate
all
shit
thing-
again.
You gotta pirate all over again. It's like, well, way to go, assholes. You get what you wanted. I'm not paying you. I'm watching less TV, so you know everybody won except for you.
You are a pirate. You're fiddly dee. Pirates are
That's the
lifeless.
thing, like, 'cause it's and because of like copyright this, so it's such a pain in the ass to do that anyway. So there's a lot of stuff. Is like I get the idea. I'll watch that, and then I don't watch it because it's so much trouble. So I just don't watch it. Fuck it. It's not worth it anymore. It's TV. I hate TV. I hate everything.
I think it's just commercials. I don't, and that's not to say that there aren't bad commercials. It's just a lot of people are really fucking tired of it, and being tired of
Yeah.
being sold to. And as a kid, there was some of it where it was entertaining to a degree, but clearly we don't need as much as we've been getting. Fuck.
Well, I
Stupid
go to
man.
like my break at work, and they got this stupid break room TV on some god awful cable station I don't want to watch, but I'm not gonna change it because someone else is probably watching it. But it doesn't matter because they show 10 minutes of commercials, and my break is like 12 minutes long. So,
Yeah. So you end up getting paid advertisements too, regardless of Yeah, I mean that's part of the problem. Like, there's more advertisements on TV, so it's like, you pay for cable, you pay for Hulu, or you pay for HBO, and I really can't talk about any of this once I hit this dude. But the point is that as time has gone on, they've had to cut TV shows, not because of content. Like when you watch older SpongeBob, there's like milliseconds cut out of it so they can squeeze more ad space into it. That's why watching TV sucks, is that, like, well, now I'm getting less show for more ads. And they're not paying their people the right wages or the right amount of money for the work that they're giving us. All right, I need to concentrate.
And then, well, one note, and then not only are they, not paying creatives the way they should, they're also shrinking the credits so they don't get credit too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they play like a commercial over the front credits.
Oh, yeah. God, stop!
I am an octopus. I am an octopus that carries maracas. I made my maracas out of deadly undersea urchins.
I think I was just overthinking that. I'll take the damage just to do the speed run. Alright.
Remember when I told Abby that pin had AIDS on it? She knew I was joking, right?
What? I don't remember. What you tell you?
We made that Grunder pin set, and I sent her one, and I told her, "Don't prick yourself with the needle. There's AIDS on it."
I don't think. I think she laughed, but I don't remember. Oh
Okay,
boy, indeed, yeah.
Because I don't have access to AIDS yet.
Yeah, AIDS isn't a readable commodity yet. Okay, we can go here. There we go. This, I was like, where is the CD? Here it is.
I need that disease that you created to hurt underprivileged people. Crack? No, the other one. AIDS? That's the...
Well, I definitely lost a lot of hearts in the last bit, which I think would have given me a better score, but I did alright. Okay, so the blue thing is done. I should at least attempt another boss. Yeah. Okay, so let me go look at the yellow room again. Oh, I could do the boss. Oh, wait, no, I can't because there's this, Doodle Woods. Yeah, same situation. So I had to, I kind of forgot, like, what? Alright, well, let's do the rest of the green room. And then maybe I'll just fight the boss in the green room. His boss is a little difficult, but not so bad.
Make sure you wash your hands when you leave the Doodoo Woods.
Doodle Woods.
Hello, Keybill.ghost.
Yeah, he's right there.
You know what? I'm gonna cop to it. I pirated this game.
No.
I bet this. Have we seen the manual?
What menu?
The manual.
Oh, the manual?
I don't know if this game came with a good manual, but it
Oh
seems
yeah,
like
it came with a
it'd be
great
good
manual.
Oh, I'd love to see that manual.
I have it because I have this game.
Oh.
Okay, so I have to. Okay, now I know what I gotta do in this.
You're like one of those old-fashioned.
So I had to remember. It's like, oh yeah, that's how this works again. I like these guys. These guys I won't kill, but you can potentially kill them.
They're cute.
Fuck.
Yeah,
they die a very particular way.
When I was a kid, when we do like long car rides before there was the Game Boy, I would actually read the Super Mario Brothers manual over and over again.
I'm just starting over.
That's fine.
I fucked up.
Fucked
up too much.
This is a Goomba. It is a little mushroom guy, but he.
Well,
is
it
bad
was
luck.
one of the full color manuals too. So
Not the original.
no,
You mean the
but I
Mario
mean
one?
this one. No, this manual was a
Oh.
full color one.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Is saying like is as nice as good of a memory as the original Mario manual is to me. I mean, it was just a little. I mean, it was glossy paper at least.
I was so disappointed that Sonic and Knuckles was like it didn't come with a hard box,
Oh yeah.
and then it also didn't have a
Little
colored
shit
manual. Yeah.
It's like what, 4 pieces of paper stapled.
It was a little
16
better than that
pages.
for the Sonic and Knuckles manual, but it
Mm,
definitely
yeah,
wasn't.
it was pretty rough.
It missed out on a lot of things, but Sonic never had full color manuals. At least none of the ones I had.
Sega cheaped out.
Oh,
Yeah, those
Sega
killer
gave benefit.
game chips.
Yeah, Sega gave benefits to a lot of people in some sense if they managed to, like, corporatize themselves the right way.
I don't know, but I mean for the consumer, it looks like and it would suck because they bitched us out. We were like all they got us all hooked on those clamshell cases, and all of a sudden they moved those little cardboard ones.
Yeah, that was a bullshit.
Come on, I love like the clicky when you close and open it.
And they feel so much better. They're more durable. They last longer. And
The case, like, look, it was like you go on eBay, it's like look up NES boxes, like $11. Look up Genesis boxes, 30, 40.
ooh, my God.
Depends on the game, you know. But
Yeah.
it's like, oh, 'cause it's real.
Ow.
I kind of want to get a bunch of those Universal game cases, but I know it's just stupid to do.
Yeah.
The ones because you gotta go print like custom labels.
Whew, that was tough. I guess because they added more dudes. Yeah, go ahead, shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot me.
We want to put natives, but we don't want to. Be
No, those
offensive.
are Vikings.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I was gonna say they should. They probably. It seems like they'd be appropriate for them to be some sort of like jungle native. But it's like, well, we don't want to be offensive. It's like, well, let's make it into a Viking.
It's interesting that those are because I guess bees are one. That was one I think they added. There's not many other characters that do the inflation like that too.
Oof, like on Wario when he's deflating. Oof. I think you retweeted it. Somebody like was an artist who suggested that there should be a Wah Bowser named Wowzer. You remember that?
Maybe I did. I'm probably sure I
And it's like,
did something like that.
and he's like nerdy.
Wah Bowser. It doesn't hurt to have a
He's
Wah
got-
Bowser, but he would be a good Bowser. But I guess
he's
he'd
a
be
cutie.
yeah. I don't know if I probably did, but I just don't remember.
See, Twitter. Bowser. Wowzer. I think it was Wowzer with a Z. Has Doug Bowser said anything in these recent Nintendo Directs?
He hasn't had one recently. I think E3 is going to be his first.
It was a big debut as the new Reggie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, I have to make a big ol' aim if I want to get there. Okay. Just take my time with this area.
You're done.
And then I gotta figure out what... I think that just takes me back up again. Lame.
Well, I haven't found Wowzer yet, but I found pre-op Bowsette, which is
A So it's a transgendered Bowser. No,
He's always
internet.
like-
Is that necessary? Is that really
he
necessary?
doesn't have the hair yet, but he's got the boobs. And...
I'm disappointed.
Come on, Wowzer, reveal yourself.
Let's see. I gotta go Damn it, I'm still missed. I think I just have to let it hit me once. Stop moving around. I don't think I have any more of these. I have to like get completely centered. I'll just keep doing this until I get it right. Mess that up.
So it would probably help if I knew. I mean, like, I think there's like a wild card I could use instead of, because I don't know if it's S Wowzer or Z Wowzer.
Okay,
Oh,
maybe.
I think I might have found it. I think I might have found it.
Oh boy.
If Twitter would load.
I still missed. Fuck, I might have had it right the first time.
This ain't it. Damn.
This music's good
Oh,
though.
great.
This music's chill.
People in the comments over-explaining everything. The name needs work. Wario is a portmanteau of Mario and Warui, which means bad. Yeah, who gives a shit? Portmanteau.
Okay, this time I'm not touching it until I get closer to where I want to go. This game is about a lot of trial and error anyway. Yay, I did it. That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's I never thought of that. So okay. So Wario and you see they fucked me up. Waluigi, they're not related. They're
Nope.
just
They're just
friends.
dudes.
Not even barely that.
They're barely even friends even. They're just guys. Just two guys who do things and they tend to like the cut of each other's jib. It's, I mean, that's what's
So-
great. You can ship them together because they're. I approve of it over fucking people who ship Mario and Luigi. That shit's gross. Come on.
So
Like, we can confirm they're related.
well, yeah. Remember the worst offender was Ellen DeGeneres. She did that thing.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you're
What
so
an idiot.
fucking funny, Ellen. Nobody made that joke 10 years before you.
Yeah, we're gay now. It's like, okay, you really that desperate
You're
for
actually
representation?
lovers.
Okay. I forgot about that. A lot of things in this. Well, I mean, I didn't forget about it. It's like more or less I immediately remembered that it was something stupid.
Well, it's never worth remembering Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. I don't know, it's hard to figure the cut of her jib.
She's fine, whatever.
Just
I guess she gives a lot of
standard.
money to some people in need or whatever.
Oh, don't get me,
But,
alligator dude.
All I
Meow.
know is that she's had a lot of stage managers work on her show and a lot of them quit. And I don't know, it seems like if it was a good job, they'd stick around.
Well, maybe they get like better opportunities, which might be part of the less judgmental answer of that. But
All I know is that Oprah has Dr. Phil. I mean, who's Ellen got? Nobody.
Yeah. Fuck off.
I'm disappointed because they said that Kelly Clarkson was going to be using the old Anderson Cooper set, but apparently they're going to move her into the Steve Harvey's.
I don't pay attention to these people. Kelly Clarkson has her soul sold to the industry, and she didn't realize that until it was too late.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I wanted them to, because like Anderson was using the old Tyra set, and I wanted the Tyra spirit to embiggen Kelly Clarkson's hollow body. But now she's gonna have that disgusting Steve Harvey spirit in her.
What's wrong with Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey is an evil, evil man.
To explain to everybody why he's an evil, evil man.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean,
Ah, fuck! Sorry.
he's
You explain,
been
but don't
around.
expect me to answer.
I don't need to answer shit. I know everything. Okay. First offense. If you're atheist, well, number one, he's gone on multiple tirades explaining that atheists are amoral people and that, you know, you can't trust them with your children and this and that. You know, and it's like, well, dude, I mean, anybody who can read the National Enquirer knows that they can't trust you either. And number two, you know, he basically, you know, it's like, he criticized Trump, and then he had that meeting with Trump, and ever since he met Trump, he's been talking up Trump. It's like, you know, way to suck the pipe, you know? He was like, it's like he was, it's like he's Hitler, and when he got to hell, he saw the pineapple, he said, "Bring it on," you know?
Yep.
Come on, dude.
I'm gonna have to do this level again because I think I'm missing things.
It's just he's a sellout. He's a piece of shit. I mean, he used to talk shit on Cedric. No, what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. What was the guy's name that had the TV show that ripped off Titus?
I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure
Black
you're.
guy. He was one of the Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitcom on Fox, the something something show. He's friends with Cedric the Entertainer, and sitcom.
Oh, he's passed away, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now, but I don't remember. He died of a pneumonia.
Yeah,
Everybody who dies of pneumonia that's such. I mean, you have to be kind of like a recluse to get that far gone.
Ask Dave Chappelle about that. I think.
It's not Dave
that's,
Chappelle, but
no, I mean, ask Dave Chappelle because he's got this whole theory about like that Hollywood like pulls everything out of you and like leaves you, you know, broken.
empty. Yeah.
You know, he's friends with Martin Lawrence, and he's got a whole thing about like you remember when Martin was like he had quote unquote heat stroke because he was naked pointing at black people on the freeway and shit.
Quote unquote heat stroke.
Yeah, well, you know, I remember every time, all those times I got heat stroke and I had to take my gun tonight. But like, he talked to Martin after that, and he's like, "How you doing, man?" He's like, "Best sleep I ever had in my life." Got to fucking sit down and take a break.
That's what
Let's see. What's his name? Bernie Mac. Yeah.
That was it.
Steve Harvey used to talk shit behind Bernie Mac all the time, and then Bernie Mac dies, and he tries to pretend like, "Oh, I miss him so much."
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit. Fuck Steve Harvey. Fuck his mustache. I bet it's not even real. Look
It
at his
doesn't
head.
look real. But, okay, so if he's a guy who doesn't like atheists, then he's also a dude that probably is very OCD about things. Like,
Well, I mean, considering he's on every TV show he works on, he's like, he basically says, don't, he tells all the production staff, "Don't talk to me unless I talk to you first." He's got a locked door on his trailer.
yeah.
He doesn't, like, and you know, I'm trying to remember how he did something awful to his recent wife who he divorced. I can't remember what it was. Horrible.
It's a dude.
Sucks.
There's very few people who kind of can do Hollywood together. Pardon me. Alright, well at least I don't have to get the key guy this time, so that's good. But now I just gotta hunt down those missing pieces.
Yeah, like Dave Chappelle's like, "Why did Dave Chappelle go to Africa?" He's like, "Because he was trying to get away. He was trying to avoid this shit."
Yeah. It's a personal...
I mean, you look at, I mean, I don't know, there was a couple years ago, I don't know what it's looking like nowadays, but I don't know, a couple years ago, he was kind of into bodybuilding for a minute, and he was looking good, you know what I mean, he's big. You know, when's the last time you saw a jacked black comedian? You didn't, because they don't like him strong, they like him weak, because they want to control him. Dave's like, "I'm not going to be fucking controlled by you, white boy."
You mean... Well, when has Jack Black ever been...
No, I'm saying, I'm not, I said, no, I mean, he was a jacked black guy.
Oh. I'm like, when was Jack
When's the
Black
last time-
ever...
Well, why do you think he's going to YouTube? Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
He's tired of, you know...
Hollywood-ish. I mean, yeah, the films that Arietta is... Okay, so he's working in a lot of the same type of films, or he's getting the same type of films that Robin Williams would be in. Can you see that?
Much.
And it's like, because they don't see them as anything other than just like, funny guy for kids. And it's like, well, maybe we want to be able to have the opportunity to do something else. But at the same time, like, there's not many films being made, like, okay, Daniel Day-Lewis refused to make Hollywood films because, like, he's seen his fellow artists doing, like, these are Shakespearean actors, people with great theater skill, and they're in, like, Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, Jim Carrey's one example, but, like, you know, but... I'm not going to talk about Carrey in that way, like, you know, oh, he deserves better, but it's more like, imagine if it wasn't Jim Carrey, like, who else would they have that in that part? Like, what other, like, really good actor would they put? Excuse me?
Somebody who weighs more than 250 pounds.
Yeah.
'Cause, I don't know. But he'll get fat in the sequel. I don't think there'll be a sequel.
No. Do we want a sequel with this storyline? I mean, Jim Carrey's not even, like, the best Eggman possibility either. Like, there's a million different character actors.
Remember all those times he bugged for the camera in the game, Eggman? He was always like, oh, I'm talking with my butt cheeks. Yeah, he's that guy. He's fucking silent the whole time.
Well, depending on which game.
Well, come on, we're talking, you know, nobody remembers anything beyond, like, Sonic 2. I mean,
okay,
not
so
like...
Sonic 2...
Pleased. You know, I mean, yeah, we played Sonic Adventure, whatever, you know, but it's not, well, then if they're, you know, it's like, oh, but then where's Rouge, you know, and where's all these other characters? Where's Silver? No, it's Sonic and Eggman.
Well, yeah,
so,
you don't need, you know, the other characters, but if it's Sonic and Eggman...
Yeah,
but see, that's the thing.
Core, then Eggman doesn't talk at his core. He's not the character.
I don't think they're cutting it down. They're not cutting the Sonic story down to a core. They are making what's going to be commercially viable, which just happens to be Sonic and Eggman, which is probably what Sega would only give them, because they knew that's what would sell.
Make no mistake, I'm not saying that they're doing it well. I'm just saying in their goofy producer heads, they're thinking, well, this is the essential. It's like, no. It's like that stupid story Kevin Smith tells about the guy who insisted on Superman fighting a polar bear, you know? It's like, yeah, and Eggman is a bombastic comedian like Jim Carrey.
I don't know if that's what they said when they got Jim Carrey, but I feel like they said this is the star power. So
right.
This is like that video, Lindsay Ellis did a video about like star power selling the films. Disney has improved upon it, but all these other knockoff films are just selling the name power. Like, what does Oprah Winfrey bring to an animated film of any sort of situation?
Just like a camel.
Yeah. Well, there's, I guess, because if anything, she's in, she did the Wrinkle in Time, and there was no personality in that film either. I don't know, I don't know what she does. You shoot me.
It's a book, so like...
It's a religious book, crazy enough.
Oh boy, I love religious books.
Which I didn't know at the time, and like a lot of my friends were really into it. And when I was, we're talking like elementary school friends.
Old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of friends who were very into it, and I didn't quite ever catch on to it. And it's one of these things like it's a book that magically opens up to. It's a really old book, but it magically opens up to any child who is hitting junior high school or like 6th grade. It's kind of like with there's another book, The Hatchet, I think. Am I thinking The Hatchet? I don't remember.
I'll take your word for it.
There's just another book. There's a couple books that like suddenly get opened up to like required reading, or that like, oh hey, you are now in this grade. You are able to comprehend the subtext of this story, and oh, fuck that up. No, stop it. Hang on. There you go. Okay, but now I
Oh,
gotta...
okay, yeah, somebody posted that thing I was talking about. Casey Green asked, is Bowser a Wario to Yoshi?
Hmm.
But we all know
No,
that's not true.
I don't think so. I mean, I think Yoshi came afterwards, so Yoshi is its
Right,
own thing.
right. But like, but yeah, I did find it. I'm posting the link in the chat. It's a cute picture of a
Okay.
little Wah Bowser.
Okay, I'll check that out. But I guess gotta finish doing this madness.
I'm gonna fucking save it. So save image.
So, well, that's a good question. Like, is the Wah a science? Like, do these characters exist because of some scientific experimentation?
Oh no. It's a spirit. It's you know, it's like it's the Taijitu. I probably pronounced that wrong. You know, the yin and the yang.
I can't hit that thing yet. Eh. Oh, of course.
Let's see, properties.
Alright, so...
So you can put a comment in the file properties.
Okay,
To
shoot
open
me.
the image up.
I think I have to do this.
Well,
Could be
that's
wrong,
fine.
but I don't know. See, it makes the
Alright,
most sense.
I
Yeah.
gotta take a bathroom break. Right back.
Take a bathroom break. Do 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 do. And then I think in order to do this I have to do this. Expert timing. I did press the button I'm supposed to. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so I got that one, and I have an idea where the other one's supposed to be. Okay,
Really, if they're like running low on story ideas, nobody's really explored like the Mario Brothers parentage, so that'd be the next thing.
do we want that? Because I still like the idea of just Mario leaving. Like, Mario came from our world. He moved to the Mushroom Kingdom to get away from the hecticness of our real life. Kind of like the way that the original movie was set up, and that it's Mario and Luigi. Like, Luigi's in a rough gang neighborhood, so Mario finds the Mushroom Kingdom and he invites his family there. And then the Woz are created out of all the evil that Mario and Luigi brought with them from the real world. So that's what explain why. Well, this would explain why, like, when Mario and Luigi first come to the Mushroom Kingdom during Donkey Kong and Mario 1 and then through Mario World, they're a little more ruder and cruder to some extent. Like, and then you get the like, Wario is invented because he's everything evil Mario. So it's Mario at some point had gotten rid of all his evil tendencies, which is why you have a really nice, calm Mario now. So Mario now is
Kami, Senin, and Evil Piccolo Daimon.
yeah, I get that's pretty much it. And that's why, like, Wario's not entirely a bad guy. He's just he's just a weird dude.
I know that Yoshi's Island implied that Mario and Luigi were from the Mushroom Kingdom and that they were on Earth.
I mean, I'm just saying my headcanon, whether or not it's true or not. So,
Like, Well, I
Shit.
mean, there's
How the fuck am I
not,
gonna do
it's like anyone acknowledges it either way. I'm just saying that there should be Pa Mario and Ma Mario.
Paul Mario, Paul Mario.
No, because it's Ma Mario.
I don't know how the fuck I'm
that's-
supposed to get up there. Totally
the
forgot.
Mama Mario.
Mama Luigi. It's not. It's Mama Luigi.
It's Mama Luigi, you.
Totally forgot. Not the Mario Brothers. This is Mama Luigi. Papa Mario, Mama Luigi. All right. Okay, there's something I'm missing over here, and I'm very upset with myself. But I fucking forgot how to do this. I don't think I'm supposed to bring a dude in here with me. Hang on. I need a guide. I'm gonna F5, and I'm gonna guide this shit up. This is Wario Land Hard Mode Guide. Thanks for waiting, everybody. I have to look up a guide because I don't want to play this level again. The last one, Mystic Lake, Moonside Jungle. Countdown, right? The final jewel piece. Okay, so continue right, climb the ladder far right. It's at the top. You'll find the final jewel piece. And climb down, climb the ladder. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, so run to the right. Break blocks, enter it, climb to the top, and drop down. Break the. Huh? Second group of. Okay. Find the door. Enter it. Climb to the top. Down. Now break. And get the stone. Oh, okay. So there's a hidden wall. I think that's what it's telling me to do. It's over here. No? I think that's it. Okay, I'm gonna have 7 again. Let me read this. Enter. Climb the top. The left wall. And drop down. Now break the left wall. Get the stone behind it. But I did that. Pick it up and go to the platforms. Okay, so there's a hidden wall somewhere, and I'm spacing out. I'm gonna have to keep trying this out.
Nothing in the fact about how like a wall might be marked somehow, because they usually give
Yeah,
you some
because it
kind of
says,
hint.
yeah, it says go up here. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. I got it. It was, I had to jump and do it, which makes it more confusing to figure out.
That wasn't even marked at all.
Yeah. No, this I think would be an extra situation. Like if you want in easier mode, it would have been like you break that wall to get some money. Now if I don't know if I have enough time for this, but I don't care. Just don't die, that's all that matters.
You can do it. So it's a little more linear. Seems like there's a little less swimming too, which is nice.
No, just go. Just go, you don't need a heart, just go. I say that now. I'm like, just no! Go! Yes! Perfect cycle. Do it! Perfect cycle! No! Oh. Ah! I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need to go there. Okay,
Total
patience.
dial.
And there we go. Didn't even lose any coin.
Nice.
I did better on the comeback than I did last time. That's for sure. Now I can defeat this boss. And I still have a silver, but I got a better score than last time. Alright. But at least now I can defeat this boss. And then maybe I'll go and find the missing pieces from the yellow one. And then if I do one more stream later, I need to figure out. Why nobody else wants to watch my stream.
Well, it's not the first time. Sometimes it just seems like people are stingy with their time or something. I mean,
Oh.
you know, I wasn't like I didn't hop on chat the other time because, well, I don't know, it just kind of seemed like there's other people doing it. You know, I didn't want to hog it. You know, I won't let you talk shit on onions though.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. This guy's not so hard. I don't need to waste my money on it. Wait.
Seymour.
Oops. Okay, he didn't want to get hit, I guess.
I think I talked to this guy at work today. Like I was transcribing this dude and he was like a total mouth breather. It's disgusting. It's like right in my ear, so yeah.
I'm probably gonna fail
It
this.
wasn't even,
Come here!
it was a 20-minute call too. So it's like, come on dude. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Zombie Wario.
What are you doing? I'm about ready to start this one over again. Yeah. No, oh, come on. Yeah, just kill me. Piece of crap. Yeah, usually I get the item. Trying to remember which one he... The
You know,
dog...
I never thought about it.
Yeah?
Sonic Colors was a Sonic Wario game.
Yeah. To a bad extent.
Because all those little guys give like give Sonic those different powers. So it's like, yeah. It's funny. That was smart. No wonder it's regarded as a pretty decent.
Yeah.
Because they actually tried something different.
I
Like,
never
they didn't
played
try
it.
it,
Well,
they
for the
tried
record, I
something-
use the items because I've never beaten these bosses without the items.
Okay. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
canon, Mr. Game & Watch?
I know, but, well, I think it's inspired by Game & Watch, but it's not entirely Game & Watch.
No. It's Mr. Game & Watch's Waddle. Mr. Game & Watch. That's a thing, right?
Mr. Game
Like
&
there's
Watch?
a little, yeah, like a silhouette Wario, Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah, it just depends on...
That should be a thing. Game &
Yeah.
Watch. Well, because they made that thing, Game & Wario, right?
Yeah.
I forgot that.
So I imagine
And then
there's Warios when you're doing that. Or
This is
when...
worth a shot.
Yeah. Like, imagine there's
And-
Game & Wario or Game & Watch inspired Wario bits in Game & Wario.
It's just sad because the general public isn't hip to the character, so they couldn't just call it Game & Wa.
That might be the next one. We might be... It would be nice to get another Game & Wario, or like any sort of Wario proper game. But we don't know when that's going to happen. I mean, E3 is going to have a lot of surprises, but I think they're going to Nintendo Direct seems to have been focused on very particular sorts of things. Like, if we don't get more Pokemon Sword and Shield, and we don't get Animal Crossing, and we maybe don't get Bayonetta, I think they're still going to hold out on Metroid. I think that's going to be something, because they had to restart over. So they basically said, we do want to work on a Metroid, but we're very dissatisfied with it, so don't expect anything E3 is basically what the last update was. So I think we might get something with Bayonetta. It's hard to say. But seeing as how...
time.
Yeah, because with Bayonetta and Animal Crossing were kind of... Well, yeah, Bayonetta was announced before Animal Crossing, so... That's my feelings on it. Get it out of your system. But yeah, Animal Crossing seems like the... Well, yeah, but we're expecting Animal Crossing, and we're expecting
But I'm saying,
Pokemon.
are you excited about the eventual Bayonetta Animal Crossing DLC?
I would be very excited for that. I think that would be very
see,
nice.
that was a trick question though, because I mean, it's gonna be Animal Crossing shit for Bayonetta.
Animal Crossing. Well, that'd be fine too. I mean, should be dressed up in Isabel's outfit, or or it's
Yeah.
just like Bayonetta with like wearing the Villagers 1 shirt. So it's just like so basically she's got a midriff on. and like little shorts and blue shoes. That'd be perfect.
She uses like instead of the leg guns, she's got like a butterfly net or something.
I don't know how she'd do that. Well, yeah, I guess so. Like if she's just doing her somersaults and I don't know. But so I think she or slingshots. It's not a butterfly net. You're thinking slingshots.
Right.
So the room I'm looking at it's Doodle Woods, and I'm looking for all the extra things. So I have to just take my time. The countdown gives me a lot, and I think a lot of the hidden jewel pieces. So third jewel piece. Which ones am I missing? I'm missing, it seems like the first two. So I went through the whole game missing the first two. Go to the right platform, you see the blue portion of the wall, heart crystal, snail. Go left, the second blue wall, break the blocks, first jewel piece. Okay, so I just gotta make sure to find the ones before I hit the countdown switch. And this is one of the levels where like I think I was surrounded by people, so there was not many options to do the blue switch. Or like the blue switch came out of nowhere. I'm like, I have no time, better run.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Oh, we're gonna have to.
I mean, I've said it before, and I'm gonna put it out there just because I'm on a stream. If Nintendo wanted to fund a sequel to Metal Gear Rising for its Switch, that I would buy a Switch. Just saying that.
That would be very interesting. It just depends on what Konami wants to do with it. You know how that
apparently
is.
They don't want to make games, they want to license them out. That's what they keep saying, so.
They want to listen to
Or at
what?
least they've said before, like, they're happy to license their games out and shit, but they're not looking to pursue console development anymore.
Okay, yeah.
So if Nintendo wants to pay to use the license to make a game with Platinum, then there you go. I mean, it's basically the same thing they do with Bayonetta. Nintendo took over the reins then they paid Platinum to develop it, and there you go. And it's the same fucking thing. They've already worked with Platinum, so fucking do it again. You know, I mean, it's still selling on Steam, the original.
Yeah.
So just do it. I mean, it's gonna be a.
It makes you wonder though, as if it's the situation of Platinum, like, because Platinum seems to be having issues. Not saying that it's always been that way, but
it's it's just because they're very
it's Japanese.
No, but like well, it's almost the opposite. They're very outspoken for video game developers in Japan, and I think it's the attitude that attracts developers to that studio is probably something that could be a chore at times to work with, but that's why they get the quality they get.
Perfectionists.
Something, but
Something like that.
they made some good, fucking fun games. So shit, damn.
Cut them some slack.
And then Konami's like, no, we're not gonna make it for you. Well, I guess we'll make that Ninja Turtles game we wanted to make, and they did. And then they're like, well, I guess we should make a Transformers game, and they did. Did you watch that James and Mike Mondays where they play that?
A Transformers game.
Transformers Devastation.
No, I didn't, because I didn't even know
It
that
was
was.
like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was. I mean, I'd heard about the game. I heard it was good. Though my worst fear was confirmed. Mike said that it was like if you sit down and really, go for it. It's like a 10-hour game. So I was like, well, that sucks. But it does look incredibly fun to play.
Yeah. Okay, take my time. Go this way. Yeah, none of these doors open. It's like the whole game kind of wants you to... And I think I'm, like, lacking on techniques, too. Like, I just forgot how to do a lot of this.
I mean, so... You just need the right... you need a larger area to get a running start, and then you roll under those pencils or something.
Yeah. Okay, so it's getting... See, he wants to spawn it, but if I do this, then he doesn't spawn it. I think so. Just kind of meticulously doing this. I think I did this last time too. Yeah, I didn't have much. Say that again?
Black girls for being able to pull off berets in the common era.
I don't ever see black girls wearing berets in the common era. Who is doing this?
Black girls.
Well, I say let them do it.
I mean,
if they can do it, then that's good. I don't know why that would be a problem. It's not my business to tell people what to wear.
It's like them and Jamie Heineman from Mythbusters, and that's it.
Oh, I think I know.
I think I should have said current era, but common era works, whatever.
Okay, I think I know what to do. I need this guy, but I gotta do this. No! Why the fuck did you do that? Because I think I have to jump up here.
Pigs fly, I get it.
Fuck, come on. Oh, maybe if I hit it... No. I need this one. This one's kind of easier to... There we go.
Oh. And the other one's a hedgehog. Oh, I get it.
I don't think it's that obvious.
I think I can.
Can I not get up there with these guys? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to.
Do you bounce on the flying one or something?
I guess I have to.
Well, then don't you want them to fly the other direction? Of course, I'm like a minute behind.
Well, I guess because he gets just a tad higher than the roundy one. Now there's two of them up there. Oh boy.
You can deal with that one.
Oh boy. Stop! Die! And you're over here, of course you are. I'm just gonna give up and start over. Pain in the ass. I know I got that far, but I feel like I'm not far enough yet. Okay, we'll look at the guide while this is Jump the right platform. The next section, you'll see the Haggis, and alternately throws. Now go left. You'll see a block to the right wall. Break it, enter the fake wall to reach a pipe, and enter it. Then
He's called the Haggis.
Go left till you have to drop down again. This time you'll see a block in the right wall. Break it and enter the fake wall. Oh, I did that one. Okay, so I knew what I was doing there. Go left in the second blue wall. Breaks and the door leading... That's the first jewel piece. Okay, go ahead. And then go to the limited platforms and crawl under the pencils, go left, find the pipe and enter it. I guess maybe I did that. Yeah, because it seems like... now go right. When you get to the wall, middle blocks, wait for the Haggis to reach a flying pig, bounce on it, and go over to the wall. Okay, so where I was at is exactly what I have to do. I'm very disappointed. Okay. Sorry. I just have to practice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I think the trick is you have Wario face left so that the flying pig flies right, so you can jump on him going left so that you can bounce right.
Yeah.
Also, he draws hedgehogs and flying pigs. Get some fucking talent. No.
He's talented. Yeah.
Get some range though. You know, or you draw two things.
Well, he's a pig himself. He's drawing how he's feeling on the inside. He wants to fly and he wants to stab his enemies. That's clearly all he knows how to do.
He's never hungry.
Make himself a hamburger.
There you go. Oh, that sucks. That Wowzer thing I was talking about,
Uh-huh.
it
Was drawn by
originated
a
on Tumblr.
creepy person.
No. It originated on Tumblr, but you go back to that Tumblr post it came from in the first place, and it looks like it's dead.
Yeah, it's probably because
They
their
probably
account,
drew-
they had some adult material or something, and then
Right.
or they just gave up their Tumblr because Tumblr. You should be giving up your Tumblr. If you haven't given up your Tumblr, what's wrong with you? Just let that shit die. It's like, oh, but I was never pornographic to begin with. Shut up. Grow up. Stop being a child. It's like, oh, okay, so I have very little sympathy for the girls with Wario, or it's not Wario. Well, those girls I feel sorry for, because I don't think they had any interpretation. But at the same time, like, if you are a girl and some guy is coming to be a part of my harem and show me your nudes, show me yourself naked, and it's kind of like, I don't want to say. It's very rude of me to be that sort of person to say, like, they deserve the harassment, but I think you have to be a part of the party if the party is all about, like, just accept responsibility. That's all I have to say in certain aspects like that. The whole shtick, their whole shtick was, you know, getting naked girls or people to show themselves naked. God damn it! I deserve this punishment. But it's really hard for me to, like, just feel sorry for all of them. For everything.
Yeah, you know. Well, you don't. I mean, you know, did they ask to be felt sorry for? You know, I mean, shit.
I think they just wanted to make sure that the person that they're calling out is never going to survive ever again, which I don't know if Wario is, or, well, Juwario's dead.
Well, he's
I keep
dead,
saying
so, you know.
Wario, and I mean Pro Jared. Because
Jared.
it's kind of like on that same vein of these very popular people who have very good charisma and attract a bunch of... Apparently! And I was watching... I did watch Pro Jared a couple videos. I love his dicks video. Top 10 dicks in gaming is fucking hilarious. But for the most... I mean, I like it.
I don't know. I mean, it just takes a lot for me to give a shit about talking heads on YouTube. You remember how hard it was for you to give me like Game Grumps?
I don't remember you having trouble liking
You had
Game
to show me
Grumps.
like the cream of the crop. You're like, here's like the 3 good ones. I was like, oh, I get it.
Was that with John?
Like, I knew it. Well, it was after we went to game days, so it was like.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You know, I mean, like the one that really sold me was probably like, you know, Palpatine. You know?
Well, I think what makes me like Game Grumps the most is mostly the animations, like people interpreting their bits and making them funny. Because otherwise, I don't.
I mean, I
I kind
appreciate the animations like crazy, but you know, I mean, they can't make fucking animation if you don't have good content.
Yeah.
It's like it's like I was saying the other day. You know, there's plenty of Let's Players who play the games well and play them fast, but you don't see animates that come out of it. You see animates come out of games. You see animates come out of Oni plays. You see animates come out of James and Like Mondays occasionally, and they're not super funny, but they're pretty. You know, they're personalities. You know? But yeah, you know, you need entertainment value. You can't just sit there and play the game well.
Okay, well that's not working that great. There is a magic spot that I have to get this pig on. I'm gonna F5 here. He had to wait for his enemies to disappear. Ugh.
Like Richard Nixon.
You know, you already spawned one of those. I don't think you should spawn another one. Also, apparently this pig supports trans rights because that's what his fucking sketchpad has. Trans rights. Evil pig that's trying to kill Wario has trans rights.
Claire banner thing.
I need to do it this way. Oh wait, you need to put that pig over here.
Let's see. Pro Jared animated. Let's see what the guy though.
you're gonna wait for that thing to completely disappear. Alright.
Looks like he's got a couple of them.
Yeah. There we go. Fuck. Alright, that doesn't spawn in.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna suck. He's gonna, like, not be able to move into a bigger apartment or something, but he'll be fine. Give him, like, a year or two.
Yeah. I mean, what's nice about his issue is that it's a very personal issue. It's just a really bad divorce. Yeah. It's a really bad divorce that was supposed to be an open relationship, and then she got really annoyed that he basically made a lateral move when he went to go date Holly. Like, Holly is nearly the same type of woman that Heidi was.
Birds.
And that's why I always feel like, look, if you're gonna date somebody completely different than what you just left behind. That's my feeling of
And
it.
some people say they have a type. I don't know.
Yeah, but humans are humans, and I would say, like, maybe your type was wrong.
That's fair. Ooh, a heart. I'm, like, way behind.
I didn't need to get that. I think I can. Yeah, I can kill these pigs.
See. Find the little hula hoop. See.
Oof, I went way far down.
What kind of
I mean, that's why
hats
they
are
give
those?
us 5 minutes. Here, I need to double check where that last one is. So, Keezer, to get the keys, I already got the Keezer, don't have to worry about it. Watch out for Hoggus pictures. Go up the red platforms, go slice the right, blue pencil, and I go left, purple pencil, use the pencil to go up, I go right to collect the CD, go right, drop down, roll down the slope, jump when you see crystals. This way you'll get the crystals and diamond hidden in the wall. On to the next section. Eat its apple, smash the block to the right, get the pencil.
How lurid.
Okay, so let me say, roll down the slope and you roll through the tight passage below, get the final juice. I think that might have been how I fucked up last time, but we'll see. I basically have an F5 where I need an F5. So, I'll just start over if we... No! Fuck! Fuck! I'll accept the mistakes. Let me look at this. No! Oh my god, okay. I'm almost tempted just F5 now, because I did get F7. Let's just start over!
I'm trying to
Start over
imagine
now.
if they made a game called Wario Kart, how it would be different from Mario Kart.
Wario Kart?
Yeah,
Not-
they had those little little tiny little tiny Wario's driving around on the platforms and everything. I guess, well, you know, I mean, the obvious choice, I guess, would be to use all the WarioWare characters.
Oh yeah, Mona
But that's-
Pizza. Mona Pizza's cute.
Yeah, that's kind
There
of a cop out. I mean, they could do that, but I don't think that should be the. You'd have to make the game more special than that. It's like such a hook to it.
Yeah, I'll just get the damn 500 coins.
Maybe Wario Kart is more combat focused, and the power-ups aren't necessary for combat. The power-ups are for mobility's sake.
That'd be interesting.
And then every character just has like default attacks.
I kill you? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because it keeps spawning, and I'm tired of them spawning. I'm definitely gonna go back down here and get these again. I think I'm taking more time than where I was before, but who knows? Nah, I fell to the floor again. I think I can do this. There we go. Cool. Uh-oh.
Ooh, look at him go.
2 minutes. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, bad. I'm still back at 3 minutes.
Okay.
You can't stomp that. That's a needed eraser.
Too late.
Indestructible.
No!
Oh, there it
I'm
goes.
in trouble.
Pull it. Hey, look at that. Oh. No. Oh, there it is. Maybe.
I am slowly running out of time here.
That's okay. You can make it.
I bet.
This is, it'll be like that the lap previous level. You can go cut it right at the wire, like at the 9-second mark. Have you ever had famous Have you ever had famous Amos sandwich cookies?
Sandwich cookies? No.
Yeah, they're like Oreo type cookies.
Maybe. I'm gonna
I
say
heard they're
no.
good, but I can't find them. It's like, seriously? I mean, any other day, I'm getting bombarded with a multitude of cookies to, well, you could eat this. Like, I don't flash.
Yeah.
But, no, it's famous Amos sandwich cookies. Play the little chocolate chip one. Sandwich cookies.
Best score.
I need to look into that. I mean, because there was that, you know, I mean, like, a lot of it's like, you know, the Hydrox cookies came back, right? And then, you know, like Kroger's is taking them off shelves, and I'm sure some other groceries are doing it. And it's like, supposedly, Nabisco told their truck drivers, you know, fuck with the Hydrox, push them to the back of the shelf. Shit. Yeah. And it's like, man. It's not like Oreo was gonna go away, you know. They God would they have a little competition. I'd love to see that, you know, that'd be a thing. Someone could dig up like a memo and take them to court.
They probably tried to, but it was buried quickly. Like, they'd rather just pay you. Look, we'll pay you in whatever losses just to not have to deal with this in court. And that dumb shit.
Yeah. Oh well.
Just getting some coinage. I mean, just okay. So off screen, that you've not seen me do this before, and you're like, where did you go with this coin? I was doing this off screen, so most of the coins happened. Like you notice, my top score is like 125. It's because I was cheating, sort of.
Do you think the Google engineer who put that little dinosaur game in Chrome got the idea from this?
No, but maybe.
I mean, it's the same fucking game. And you're in a fucking desert.
Yeah. You jump over things. I don't know. I think this I think this came from something else. Like Wario might have taken it from some other existing thing.
Never mind all the phone games that are, you know, the endless runners that are basically the same goddamn thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's built on a totally different... Like, the first Endless Runner did it first. Oof, hang on.
Well, I'm not gonna say Wario was the first one, but it's clearly been going on for a little while.
Yeah. Here's my cheating method.
Say scum it?
Safe scum it. But I say scum it at the start of the matches. You know you do well when you hit on the beat. If you don't hear the character's voice, then you fucked it up. That's some little pro tip there. Like you have if you don't hear the character's call, you run the risk of running into it. So give me a moment while I try and focus because I'm talking and doing this, but I can still fuck it up at the same time. And the stages after this one do get harder. Like this, the speed is normal.
I wiped my butt with a $2 bill, and I wiped it on Wario's face. I screamed at him, "Wash your dirty face!"
I died at 69. That's what you get for telling a dirty story. Dying at 69.
Pull out your gloved hands. You make me want to puke.
All you need is a button. This game also superseded the Wario Microware games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, there's clearly like some sort of sentiment on. I mean, I'm not saying all the same developers worked on this in WarioWare, but there's clear. I mean, they got a lot of the same sound effects and shit. You know?
But basically, like these little mini games that you play with one button was the inspiration for WarioWare games.
Yeah, yeah. There's I watched I can't remember whose channel it was. Someone on YouTube. It was like the development of WarioWare. I think it might have been Wrestling or Gaming. But, no, I think it was with Daniel Iverson. Yeah, he, in Slope's Game Room, I think he did a video with, like, the history of Wario.
Nice.
And, yeah, I can't, I'm sure I feel bad for not remembering the guy's name, but I'm pretty sure he kind of points out that Wario kind of has a daddy at Nintendo. Like, a guy who's, like, you know, kind of made it happen. The Gunpei Yokoi of Wario. The Shiggy Miyamoto of Wario.
Damn it! Ah!
Fucking
Okay.
bird.
It wasn't the bird.
Well, that's distracting enough.
Yeah, I'll just start over again. I know I F7 there, but I'd rather just start completely over because if I just don't make progress, then I don't get coin. So, and my point of doing this is to get some coinage. Because otherwise I'm just going to be F7 and starting over that second stage over and over again. And it just sucks because you start so slow and then you like your energy is really high on the speed levels. You get a coin every 15 jumps.
What a strange number.
And the music is almost the same every time. Oops. Oops. Wait, I just pressed S7. Now I'm back to the speed I'm supposed to be.
Oh boy. The other thing Nintendo's been doing lately, like, with like, Hyrule Warriors and things where they'll take like a popular game and kind of inject themselves into it. What was it, Mario and Rabbids or something like that?
Licenses.
Although that was, yeah, but like, and I guess the Rabbids things was really Ubisoft's idea. They just kind of came to Nintendo.
Yeah.
They should do that with, what was it called? The Amazing Frog or whatever? The game where the frog just flings itself at things on the PC.
You don't know that one. Amazing Frog?
Yeah, well, I'm probably, this is probably the wrong title. Frog Simulator or something, but...
It's not Frolf, is it?
Might be Frolf. No, Frolf is different.
Yeah.
But,
it's like I'm not entirely sure what you're thinking about.
the Grumps played it, but it's you play this little frog and you're supposed to like run up a ramp and then jump off and see how far you can fling yourself or something. But
Maybe, yeah.
which is similar to Frolf, but not the same.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
But they should do that with Wario. It should be like, because the funny thing is just the stupid frog ragdolling all over the place. It'd be funny if like Wario just flinging himself across a weird canvas. Because I was watching this and like Mario hits an obstacle and he just stops. It's like, come on, man. He should be like tumbling for a couple miles.
There's probably a market for that.
It'd be hilarious. I mean, they can make that like
Gmod.
Sell it on Switch for like $6. People just play it because it'd be funny. It'd get a lot, and it advertise itself because all the Let's Players want to play because it's fun to look at. Wario Simulator is the best game of 2019. And like they could put Mario warp pipes in it, and like you jump into them and you think you're gonna go to a warp zone or whatever, but then it just follows him down the pipe. He just bangs against all the walls and shit, making Wario noises. And just goes on and on and on.
F5 here. Alright, come on. Come on. I could try and do the baseball one. The baseball one's just not fun.
Remember the baseball game in Link Between Worlds?
Oh, that was frustrating.
Oh, I played the hell out of that thing.
I think like when you're trying to do hard mode, it's just not that fun.
I don't know. I don't know if I did hard mode, but I'll tell you what, though. Played the hell out of that fucking baseball game, I'll tell you what. I got all the upgrades and shit.
Let's see. I know, I'm not going to do this minigame too much, but I am trying to get to 15 coins. So at least I'll beat that boss, and then I'll come back thinking like, yeah, I should just try to stomach through it and beat this area. But you just, problem is, I gotta get the coins. I can't beat the bosses from full health. I never played the bosses at full health. I just took the time to do these minigames.
I don't know if I played a lot of the minigames, frankly, on my first playthrough.
It's just I found them
I was ready to...
more funner,
Yeah,
maybe?
they're great. No, yeah, they're obviously fun. I was just like, no, I want to complete the game.
Yeah. Exit. Okay, so we'll get this guy. And this one's kind of one of the easier ones-ish, but he's also on a timer, so I'd rather just... And I get to use one of my favorite... He's weak against one of my favorite ones. So, like, we did... I let's see. We're gonna look through here. So I think I did the fist. We fisted the cat bat guy. And then we used the dragon for the potted plant. This guy is weak against the large whips. Large lips. And that's what makes it fun. I'm gonna F5 there. Just in case if I completely fuck this up. But this, to me, this is one of the easier bosses, so. Especially when you get it down to 2 HP. And speedrunners have a technique and like, oh, if you just do this, but then if speedrunners, you miss out on a little mouse getting kissed to death. He's so upset. He's a cutie. Alright, come here. Throw down your nail things. It's also getting close to dinner time, so oops.
I definitely didn't play the manual game because I never used those things. I mean, I didn't realize there was like a Mega Man element to it, like certain weapons were different. I was like, no, fuck it, I'm just gonna brute force it.
Oops. Shit. See, the best technique is to try not to hit the mouse, because then that fucks it up.
Ooh.
Like, you can't hit the bear at all.
Wait on a minute. Look at that Bowser fight in Super Mario.
Shit, fucked it up. I'm beansing it. I'm beansing it. Oh, I'm really beansing it. This sucks. This sucks. There we go. Oh, fuck you. Well, I F7. I'm trying not to, like, save scum this thing too much. There we go. See, once you get it down 2 hits, that's all you have to worry about. Just multiple hits. Let's say, you don't need to do the kissy thing on this item. Like, if you have the right technique, this is the one boss you could potentially beat without needing any items. However, like I said, you wouldn't get to see a mouse getting kissed to death if you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna find out where those 2 missing pieces are. We're just gonna go through this. But I don't know if I want to have on stream. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do for this. The next playthrough is gonna be really fucking short. I'm gonna F5 here. I'm gonna stop playing, but I'm gonna play on my own because I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna do more of the same scummy coin thing. And then probably Saturday, I'll do this. And I'll potentially go back and do more Pokemon Showdown for a little bit. But on stream, I will go and get these last 2 pieces, or these last couple pieces, and then we'll beat this boss. And then we'll get the last boss. So I think that will make it a 30-minute stream. Thing is, I just don't want the rest of the stream made up of me catching coin. Even though, like, oh, just beat the boss naturally. I want to beat with the coin. Because I think the only other thing we hadn't seen left is, if I go to the shop... Oh, it's dead. Anyway, if I go to the shop, there's one more item that I haven't used. So I need 15 coin to be able to show you the last item. And then this lady... You don't need coin to feed her, but if it would help to maybe get one of, like, the other 2 items. Like, I can potentially beat her without all 15 coins. So... Well,
the developers went to all the trouble to make those items. You might as well use them.
Right, so that's what I mean. I'm gonna off stream. I'm gonna bring up myself to about 20 coins. Gonna use 15 to defeat the boss for the red room. But on stream, you'll see me fight the red room, and then you'll see me beat the final boss. So that's what we'll do. And I can probably stop recording now and call this stream a done. Thank you, Spooky, for joining me today.
You're welcome.
And say goodbye to all the happy people watching in YouTube land. No? Okay. YouTube land gets no goodbye. Bye bye.
Busy watching
Something else,
Team Star.
I guess. Who knows? Bye bye.